Operation Splash was started in 1990 by Joanne Grover and her father, Al Grover. She came home from college full of vim and vigor and wanted to change the world. And he said, why don't you start right here in Freeport, because there's a lot of garbage and the place is a mess. So she did. She got herself an old broken down boat with a motor that worked sometimes and sometimes it didn't, and a few volunteers. And they started cleaning up the Woodcliff Canal, the Nautical Mile, and people saw what she was doing, and they thought it was a great idea because there was a big need for it. And they started, one by one, they started joining her. It was like, lead and people will follow by example. After about a year, she moved on, and Tony Tarantino, who was a World War II Navy frogman, a Purple Heart recipient, him and his wife Fran took it over, and they ran it for about 10 years. And then in 1999, my father died, and I was home preparing for his wake and trying to think about the best times I had with my dad, and they were all spent on the bay. And I have 3 sons of my own, and I can't do the things with my boys that my father did with me and my brother and my sister. That was one of those moments you go, what the heck happened? In 3 decades, they went from a paradise to a junkyard, and how did that happen? So after the funeral, I kind of said, something's wrong here. We got to figure this out. That's just beautiful salt marsh. Some of the most valuable and important real estate on the planet. Well, you're seeing those pieces that are broken off. You can see the root systems are very shallow from all the nitrogen, and they just keep collapsing and collapsing from excessive boat wakes and storm waves, but mostly from big boats.
What I just found out was the pollution and the banks themselves deteriorating because the root value is gone.
Yeah, it's almost like
it's disappeared.
It's like the structure that holds everything
together
has deteriorated due to the pollution. Sometimes you walk along and you're picking up stuff and you can actually smell the pollution. And when we're done in 2 hours, we step back and we go, yes, that's good.
Yeah, you make a difference.
355-gallon drums of garbage.
You see
twice a day.
Each of those pails of stuff coming out, and it's like, wow, we just picked all this up? Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
And right there is a big difference.
But we need more people.
We can always use more people. We can always use more help, and donations are number one, because without that, you can't buy new props, you can't buy the fuel.
But this isn't the only splash boat. Yeah, there are 5 other ones, and every boat goes out twice a day, every day.
And there's always something to be picked
There's always
up.
garbage.
It's amazing.
It's sad.
Just when you think you've got it all, you turn around, you come back to the dock, and there's a bag right there. So you can't walk past it. You got to pick it up.
You got to pick it up.
Yeah. But it's also good camaraderie. We've had many crews in our time as him being captain, and we've made many friends through all our crew members.
So the people that work with Splash, they don't get paid, but they actually care about this. And if you get people who care, that's 3/4 of the battle. So this is kind of my office area upstairs, and these are some of the pictures that we ask our members to bring in, what they collect over the course of a year. I think this was 2013 or 14, right after Sandy. And this one here is a picture of like a Barbie plastic Cadillac. They found that out on the salt marsh after Sandy, and a whole bunch of other cool, crazy stuff.
After Sandy, we found a lot of stuff. We found a hot tub. There was a Volkswagen in the canal. But that was just after the storm. But after Sandy, we picked up so much stuff. It was terrible.
Bottles, cans, wood, plastic bags, bottle caps. You go to the website and you look up Andy Dupas. There I am.
Or any
And-
time
or
slot.
any or
that's
any other
available.
time slot, and you just ask one of the captains, do you have a spare spot on the boat? I'd like to volunteer. And you can come down to the Splash building, you sign up there, give us your donation, you fill out the paperwork that's there, which is basically signature, and
You remember.
you're a member. And you can come out anytime that there's an open time slot.
People should get involved. We tell a lot of our people is don't, walk around with blinders on. Keep your eyes and your mind wide open and look around. Just don't live in your own little world. And then, like I said, get involved. Get off the couch. Put the remote down. Put the video game down. Go out on cleanups. Come out to rallies. Elect people who are like-minded, like yourself, and that'll change things.
So as a teacher, what I would want you to take away from this is that everything that you do affects the oceans, whether it be donating to Splash or cleaning up with Splash or being cognizant not to throw your trash down the sewers or in garbage cans where it might fall into the land or the ocean. Just be aware and educate others. Don't be afraid to say, maybe that's not a good idea. But volunteering is the best thing you can do.
Stop